at people's lives, if their relationship is really good, or if their partner is really, really good, you think that the person is good. So for example, if you see a man with a gorgeous woman on his arm, okay, you're immediately thinking highly of the guy. Okay. You immediately think that guy is someone who is either rich, super sweet, super, everything, right? You're thinking that guy is always up there because he has an amazing woman on his arm. So a lot of these broke men, not only are they using you for your finances and your, energy and everything, but when you step out with him, even if you're like standing at the bus stop together, not at the bus stop, but let's say you're going to get some coffee or something, that man, because you're on his arm and girl, you look good, that man is perceived as the man. So other men envy him, and that boosts his confidence. That makes him feel like he's the ish, okay? And women will look at your man like, oh, if he can pull her, I'm going to try to see if I can get my chance in, right? So ladies, understand your worth and value. You're like the cherry on top. You're that gem that gives him value. You are, okay? And here's the thing. When a man works his butt off to get a nice career, a nice car, a mansion, all of these things, a beautiful home, what is he missing in his life after that? Once he is established as a man, what do you hear these men say? I need a woman. I have a house. I need a woman to make it a home. Yeah? I'm ready to pass on my genes. I need a woman. I need love. Yes, love. I need a woman. A woman in a man's life is like, she like seals him up, right? She's like the protection. She's the confidence booster. She's the cheerleader that he needs in his life. She's the woman of his children, right? She's the, and that's the thing with women. Whatever you put into a woman, she multiplies the value of it and returns it to you. That's why when you sleep with a woman, she gets pregnant, gives you an offspring for that, basically like a copy paste, half of her and half of you. Okay. So here's the thing, ladies, know your worth and value. Okay. And don't settle like I used to do. And let me tell you, I wanted to feel loved and wanted so badly that I settled for basically a homeless man, okay? A man with nothing attached to his name. And I was so happy that he had walked 4 hours. But here's the thing, he walked 4 hours, yeah? And then he came. And we took some pictures, and I was so like, oh, look at, showing off to my friends, like, look at my man. And then we just like sat there, like the first date, you're high on the honeymoon phase or whatever. Then after that, I was like, okay, the first date, we didn't do anything. Second date, third date. And then I was like, damn, like, he's asking me for bus change, which is like $2. He's asking me, you don't have $2? And then he was all about, he wanted to make music. And then, what hit me was he had money for buying new headphones though. He had money to buy new headphones, but he did not have money for bus change to come and see me and not do anything but benefit, because he used to get affection when he came to see me. So and that's the thing with broke men, they want what they can get for free. And if they can get it for free, they will. It's like, again, the hustlers, that someone said the hustler, exactly what it is. That's what hustlers do, right? If it's a good deal. Headphones and walking is the I don't know if you're roasting me or if you're like I don't know what you're doing, but hey, listen. So this man didn't, and I remember it was a really hot afternoon, and we did community service as a form of a date, and we were hot. So hot to the point that I am tan pretty much, right? Like you see my skin tone. I got a sunburn. It was my very first sunburn. Okay. That's how hot it was. And this man did not know where to go. This man did not have, and it's not just like money, right? It's more so of he did not know, he didn't have any plans. He didn't have no plans. No plans, nada. Like he didn't even know what, and here were the icing on everything. The reason that I was finally, like, my eyes opened up was we were in a neighborhood, right? And we were walking around the neighborhood. I was on my girly time, so I needed to go to the restroom, but we were in the neighborhood and he didn't have a car, so we couldn't just drive to the gas station or to anyone's house. So he suggested, and my silly self decided to listen to his suggestion. And that's the thing, ladies, if a man is not doing good for himself, he is not a good leader, and you should not be taking his suggestions, okay? Because if his suggestions were good, he would be somewhere in life, okay? So I took a suggestion of knocking on random people's houses and asking to use their restroom, because I was on my girly time. And so I did. And I want to say, mind you, he was a black man. I am a foreign Pakistani woman, okay? Minorities, basically. And the lady who opened the door was a older lady who was white. I'm not saying nothing else, but if you are anyone with any melanin in your skin, then you know that might not have been the greatest encounter, because she's opening the door like I am already very stereotypical about, and I'm not saying all white people are like this, but from my experience. So she opens the door. She's already very stereotypical, very prejudiced. A lot of that discrimination is definitely there. Definitely. Like, it's like oozing out of her. And she says, what? I'm like, hi, would it be okay if, I use the restroom because I'm on my girly time and me and my boyfriend were here and blah, blah, blah. She looked scared of us, and she looked at us like, what? No, you cannot, right? Obviously. So she closes the door, and I'm like, dang, okay, let's try the next house. Anyway, so instead of trying the next house, I already, like, something in me already had told me that this is not a good idea and that we should just, like, figure something else out. So I told him that I'm just going to sit down on the curb, like, away from this person's house, right? And of course, it is a strange request, so I do understand, of course, why she would feel scared, why she would feel weird, absolutely. So we decide, I'm just gonna, and ladies, you know what I mean when I say I just want to sit down, because I don't know what else to do at this point. So at that point, a cop pulls up to us. Okay? And this, not the bathroom situation was not the icing. The cop pulling up and what happened after the cop pull up was the icing. So let me tell you the story. Okay, so the cop pulls up, we're sitting on the curb, and he, the cop is, gets out of the car, and he's like talking to us. And this man, who's supposed to be my man, is standing behind me. He is standing behind me, and I am talking to the cop. I'm the one talking to the cop, okay? And I said, well, so basically I was like, oh no, we live right here. I'm like lying out, like straight up lying to this cop because now I'm scared. I don't know what to do. I'm like, no, we live right there. And he's like, no, we got a call that a couple was going around asking people if they could use their bathroom. And, that's why we're here. So I was like, oh no, I'm not sure what call you got, just lied. I said, I'm not really sure. I said, maybe someone like called because they thought we were doing that. I was like, no, we were just taking a walk. We live like right down the street. Like I just like pointed at a random like street. I was like, we live right down that street, and we're just, yeah. So when the cop pulls off, he's like, he's like patting me on my shoulder going, wow, look at you. You just, did your thing. And I'm like, yeah. But that was like the turning point for me. Never ever in my life, now that I'm with my husband, okay, I have never, ever had to step up and handle anything. Ever. And that's what I always wanted. I never wanted to be in a relationship where I was literally protecting him.